What's up, guys? How are you? Welcome into a Thursday morning edition of the Daily Juice podcast with me, Matt Perrault, at Sports Talk Matt on Twitter, still live in Los Angeles from the house in the Hollywood Hills, where the video on YouTube, you can see where I am broadcasting from. It is not the normal place by any means. I know it sounds much different than the normal place, much more echoey in here. It's hardwood floors and things are not supposed to be broadcasted inside of, but here we are anyway, bringing you guys the Daily Juice because that's what we do. Radio Row has been a lot of fun. Super Bowl's been rolling around. We got a couple of more days left here, Thursday and Friday, before we wrap and head on back to Las Vegas for the game and whatnot and to watch the game. I have got two more Super Bowl props to give you guys coming up here tonight, plus one half-unit play for the NBA. BetMGM, the title sponsor of this podcast, at BetMGM, $10 bet for a new account, new user. You win $150 on any event. Use that promo code JUICE150 on sign up. JUICE150 for $150 in free bets from BetMGM and BetMGM.com. Not valid in Nevada, but everywhere else BetMGM is locating and operating. All right. Let's talk a little bit about, and I'll get to you. I've got a prop I'll give you, and then we'll do the Omaha Steaks prop of the day. So we'll kind of have one or the other. And then we've got the NBA play. We'll start with the NBA play for you guys coming up here tonight. The Bucks are on the road at the the Bucks are on the road at the Phoenix Suns. And this is the game of the night in the NBA. Okay, numbers 3.5. Bucks on the road this year are pretty good, 15-3 against the spread. They've covered their last 4 games. Phoenix 30-24 in the year. However, Phoenix just 13-14 at home against the spread. This is a 2-possession line that we're getting here. And the Milwaukee Bucks just went to LA and destroyed the Lakers. They destroyed the Clippers. They destroyed Portland, and they destroyed Washington. I think it might be time to start to sell a little bit here on the Phoenix Suns. They've won 3 in a row. They've won a bunch of games, only lost to Atlanta. But I think this is a game here tonight with Milwaukee. This is when Milwaukee wants to test themselves. This is when Giannis wants to get after it. I like the dog here in this situation. I think that Milwaukee's got an opportunity to win the game outright. I think Milwaukee's a much better team on the road against the spread than they are at home. And they're on this like quasi mission to go out there and test themselves and show out. And Giannis is playing so well. I mean, he played incredibly well against the Lakers. I don't know how I'm going to go ahead and fade the Bucks here and not take Milwaukee. I just think they're playing better basketball right now. I think Phoenix, it's kind of a, I'm not saying they're up and down, but 5-5 over the last 10, 3-2 over the last 5. And again, at home, they're just not a great team. They're losing record against the spread coming up at home. I'm going to take the points here. Half a unit, Milwaukee plus 3.5 on the road at Phoenix to continue this streak. We're going to bet the streak again. They covered 4 times in a row. Let's hopefully make it 5. Milwaukee plus 3.5 on the road at Phoenix. Game of the night here in the NBA. All right, let's talk about our Omaha Steaks prop bet of the day. All right, let's talk about Omaha Steaks first and foremost. You guys are going to omahasteaks.com. Juice is the promo code. Enter it into the search bar. And what you're going to get is an Omaha Steaks sampler. You'll get 50% off, plus you'll get 12 free Omaha Steak burgers. Those are for free now when you go and use that Juice in the search bar when you go to omahasteaks.com. This is a phenomenal package. It's got butcher cut filet mignon. It's got caramel apple tartlets. Every order backed by 100% satisfaction guarantee, delivered right to your doorstep. Go to omahasteaks.com. Keyword juice in the search bar. Take advantage of these great offers. You guys have been showing me screenshots and telling me, hey, Matt, I placed my order, and I really do appreciate every single one of you who have done that because that helps us stay in business, giving out picks and plays and doing all sorts of fun stuff that we're doing here every morning on the Daily Juice. You can go get the touchdown game day pack if you like as well for the big game coming up on Sunday. There is a reason why Omaha Steaks has been the leader in gourmet steaks and food since 1917. Nobody comes close to matching the flavor, tenderness, and value of Omaha Steaks. That's omahasteaks.com. Keyword juice in the search bar and go and get this great offer, Omaha Steaks sampler today, 50% off and 12 free Omaha Steak burgers coming along with it. All right, so we gave you the longest completion already here for Matthew Stafford. Cooper Kupp, his longest reception is 29.5. Okay, so we have a 39.5 longest completion and a 29.5 for Cooper Kupp. These bets seem correlated to me, right? who is the number one target, but we get 10 yards less than what the longest completion could be or being projected to be for Matthew Stafford. I think this is a really good bet. I think this is a good wager. Shop around and look at the juice here as to what you're going to get on this. But longest reception for Cooper Kupp, I don't want to do most receptions or yardage. I don't want to get into that. I just think Cooper Kupp going over a 29.5-yard reception. I need a 30-yard reception for Cooper Kupp. If Kupp gets a 50-yarder, we hit both bets. I think it's a correlated bet. I think it's a good bet. I think it's worth it. Quarter unit, we're jumping in here. We're going Cooper Kupp. We're going over a 29.5-yard reception. Number was 135 that what I bet tonight. You guys can jump in on that, shop around, but I got minus 135. Quarter unit, we're jumping in there with that. Second prop to give you, because I think this prop is going to hit. It hits almost every time. 75% of the time it has hit in the Super Bowl for a team to score 3 straight times in the game. It's juiced minus 190, okay? It's juiced up. I don't care. I think it's a good bet. It's juiced up because it gets hit, it gets bet, and it cashes. I think there's a very good chance where you get a team that's down, got to get 3 straight scores, or you go through, halftime. Team scores at the end of halftime, scores to start the second half, and a team gets the ball back, scores again. Could be 3 field goals, but one team to score 3 straight times is minus 190. Quarter unit, I'm jumping in on it here for the Super Bowl. We're taking that. So 2 player props. We're taking over 29.5 receiving yards on 1 reception, longest reception, for Cooper Kupp. We are going one team to score 3 straight times in the Super Bowl at minus 190. I'm taking the Bucs at plus 3.5 on the road at the Phoenix Suns. My name is Matt Perrault. You guys can follow me on Twitter at SportsTalkMatt. Each and every morning, it's the Daily Juice Podcast. Always being brought to you by BetMGM.